Hello guys, today is the first book review on this channel. I know I've done some on other channels, but those channels don't exist no more, so this is the first book review. They were reviewing, since they were doing a buddy read on H.G. Wells' The Invisible Man, today we're doing a review on H.G. Wells' The Invisible Man. Now, let's get right into the book. Also, another little announcement. Um, I don't know what the next buddy read is. Just if you maybe recommend some books or something like that. If I own them, maybe we can do a buddy read on that or something. I don't know. It just depends on the book. Depends on if I have it or not. And yeah. And also expect some album reviews to come out. I'm hoping to review some albums. Um, Finally, I might review some Alice in Chains, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath. Some of my favorites, Marilyn Manson, and all that other kind of stuff. So, anyways, let's get into the book. So, of course, this is an H.G. Wells book. This book came out right before The War of the Worlds. It came out in 1897, the same year as Dracula, oddly enough. And this book, I'll go right off the bat and say this is probably one of the best books I ever read. It is an instant 5 stars out of 5. Um, Excellent, excellent book. Now the plot is simple. I'll just read the back because this is the spoiler-free section. A spoiler emerges out of a freezing February day with a request for lodging in a cozy provincial inn. Who is this out-of-season traveler? More confounding is the thick mask of bandages obscuring his face. Why did he disguise in such a manner? What keeps him hidden in his room? Villagers, aroused by trepidation and curiosity, bring it upon themselves to find the answers. They discover is not only a man trapped in the terror of his own creation, but a chilling reflection of the insolvable mysteries of their own souls. That's a spoiler-free thing, and we'll get into some spoilers. You might be saying, well, how are you gonna spoil a 123-year-old book? Simple. I didn't even know anything about this book going in. I actually didn't know anything about it. I knew there was an invisible man. I knew it was science fiction. I knew there were some murderous aspects to it, some thriller aspects. That's it. I also gotta say, none of the movies I've seen of The Invisible Man. I've seen some of the movies, but none of those movies capture this book. The closest one being the 1930s one starring Claude Rains, was it? Claude Rains? But even then, the ending is so changed and deviated from the book. It's just way different. And that new movie is literally not, besides like the name Griffin, besides the idea of an invisible man, there's literally, him being murderous in some aspect, there's literally nothing related to the book with that new movie. It's more of a drama. So all I have to say, this is more like a thriller science fiction book. There is some horror aspects, but there's not like a whole lot. I would say it is more thriller and science fiction. That's the two genres I would say. It is written very very well. It's H.G. Wells' signature style of writing. He chose words very very well, and there's a lot of chapters in this book. He divides it. It actually has the same amount of chapters as War of the World, I think. 27. Yep, 27. Because epilogue down there, so that's 27. But yeah. And, there's just some really good scenes in here. I can't really pick, like, what my favorite scene in this book would be. I would say this whole part maybe with, like, him, like, telling like what happened before he got into where he is now was interesting. Whole thing about him just going mad and insane was interesting. Pretty well. Yeah, there's some really good stuff. There's some really good parts of this book. I just really can't divide the parts because it goes so well with the whole book. You really just want to read the whole book as an experience. It's its own experience. The whole thing. The whole thing. This is a short book too. It's only about this copy is only about 172 pages. Let me check. No, the afterword. Yeah, this copy is only about 172 pages. But yeah, it's a short book, like most H.G. Wells books. And yeah, it's just overall a really, really good book. I do like his other works, The War of the Worlds, The